Okay, Vanderbilt Tech Shop. So this is the scenario right here. I've had this guitar since like '84. I bought it. I believe it's been the case for, I don't know, 20 years or so, on and off, but more than that. I'm the second or third owner. I think it's about a 70. Okay, here's the neck on it, which is in still pretty good shape. And here's the serial number right here. But I try to look it up on the internet, see if I can't get a grip on what year it might be or get close. But the neck is wasted. It's got a nice finish. It needs, as you can see, a fret job. Basically they're green, and see, needs a fret job if that's possible. I've never done anything like this at all. And here's the two original pickups. This last pickup I put in was a I think it was this is a DiMarzio, and I put in this it was routed out this Kahler vibrato bar system, which I don't know if the company's even in business anymore. They might be. And so that was routed out of the guitar. I'm thinking about putting a Floyd Rose in there, possibly, if it's possible, if this is even a go, or what I'm going to do with this guitar at this point. And all this brass hardware is in here. It's all crap. It's coming out. And so it's a brass lock straps in here. So after I clean it up here, we'll take a look at it again. Let's take a look at the back real quick for the first part of the video here. And so, Schaller tuning pegs I put in there. As you can see by the holes, I replaced the old ones. This used to be, I've got pictures of it, awesome guitar. It sounded great. I could get some real good Van Halen sounds out of it too back in the day. Let me see here. So it's a 3-bolt Fender, and back of the guitar, after I rub this out and everything like that, it won't be too bad. So that's the scenario right here with that. And let me clean it up, and we'll come back for part 2 of this video. And then basically a lot of you guys on Vanderbilt are really up to date on stuff like this, as far as your tech smarts and what to do with this. So let's get back with this, and we'll see where we're at. Okay, part 2 of our little Stratocaster video here. So I cleaned it up. I obviously took off the strings, and I used some polish to it. Pretty much the best I'm going to right now. And I mean, I remember when I used it and owned it, it was beautiful. I mean, it had a great finish on stage, and people were in awe of it pretty much. All the gold hardware and stuff, brass hardware. But anyhow, it cleaned up pretty nice for the most part. The neck, it's kind of got a nice finish to it, you know, but once again, you know, I mean, the frets are shot. Let's take a look at the back real quick. And cleaned up kind of nice. Here's the back. I scrubbed that out, so it's not too bad. You can see from the reflection, I mean, it's basically like a car. It needs to be rubbed out. It's got a dull finish to it. So I guess my main question, what am I going to do with this guitar here? I mean, I've always wanted to do something with it, and I've had it since '84, and someone find out what year it is. There's a serial number again too, but so I guess there's a couple things I can do if I get an expert opinion here what to do. is it possible for this guitar to be restored? I mean, most everything can. My biggest thing right now is, you know, can this guitar survive a fret job? You know, the actual neck. This pickup, obviously, I'm going to replace the pickups. I was just looking on eBay, and that won't be too hard to do. This Kaler right here, it's got to come out. If anything, I'll put a Floyd Rose in there. And this thing's out of date really bad. I just wouldn't use it. I don't, you know, I don't want the, I want, basically, if I can, I'm going to put all silver hardware again in it. I'm going to replace the pick guard with custom, like a custom airbrush job. This is what I'm thinking. There's one not too far from here, so I can, basically, I will have the original body if I were to do that. Okay, so that's what I would do. It'd be kind of cool if the neck isn't salvageable. I would need a 3-bolt neck, which I can get. There's a ton of them online, and with a different, obviously a different, could be a different shape or not, you know, towards the old Fender style. So I could make this guitar into a real sweet axe again, I do believe, one way or another, with I don't know, probably about $500 maybe, you know, if that. I think the paint job would be the most, probably about $250 for a real good paint job, airbrush. So anyhow, give me your opinions and what to do with this thing. Greatly appreciated, but I'm finally getting around to it, to actually make a move with this thing. You know, I keep looking at it, and brings back some old memories. Did a lot of old, you know, it had the great Fender sound with the vibrato bar system in here, the collar. I was getting, I was playing out of a half-stack Marshall back then too, so I was getting, you know, a combination of sounds really. But anyhow, leave your comments. It's, like I said, it'd be appreciated, and thanks a lot, man. Dreamliner here.